New Fortnite season freshly started and we already have a lot of new things to discover on the game. And if you didn't follow everything which got added on Fortnite for this new season, follow this video carefully and I show you everything with some tips. And the first thing we have to talk about on this new season is of course the map. There we are on the new map and what's changed. Basically if you go on map evolution there, 24 put it on 23 and there you see the old map versus the new one. So this is the old map before the update and if you put on 24 there you see the new map. So basically not a lot of things changed there, but the main part is that new biome, the kind of magical biome that we already got a few seasons ago on Dusty and all that side, and then we got it now on this part of the map. If we zoom a bit in, we see different POIs which are really interesting. Mega City is literally the GOAT POI for this season and is going to be the equivalent of Tilted Towers few days ago and few years ago during the first map. In terms of loot, the loot is really crazy, almost a bit more than 100 chests landing there. There are few holo chests on the biome, not Mega City, but few all around. You have no capture point, which is really interesting, but you don't really need them. And I'll show you why. About flow loots, that's really crazy. I think that's the biggest POI in terms of flow loots since the beginning of Fortnite. If you have a look to ammo boxes, that's the same. That's probably the biggest one. About the animation, there's some, but that's not the most important on the launch pad. It's not updated, but there is one here, one on the, I guess that's on the boat there to rotate a bit faster, and that's the exact distance you need to. If we have a look also to all the slop trucks, there are few more, but all around Mega City, not even in the real city. Slip barrels, there's not a lot. There's only on the vault. And yes, I say it's vault because there is a vault now on the game. I'll put you on the screen a picture of the inside of the vault, and the vault is really crazy. There are few new weapons in Mythic, but we're gonna talk about it right after. New POI, Kenjutsu Crossing, and that's basically a big dojo, a big Japanese dojo. I guess that's Japanese. I'm sorry if it's not, but then you have a little village there with quite a lot of stuff actually. Then you have a little station right above. There's another POI, not nets, with a lot of houses. That's a bit like the previous houses that was there, but in a bigger island. And the last POI is on Steamy Spring, and the biome is just insanely cute. We don't have the hammer anymore on that meta, but we have something to replace it. The kinetic blades, basically katanas. And what's really interesting with these katanas, it's way more balanced than the hammers. If you have a look to how to use it, we have three things we can use it. It goes around 22 meters straight, so or up on the vertical axis or on the horizontal, and you have a delay around 2 seconds when you put your right click and you are getting dashed. That's really cool. It doesn't break belts, or it does a little bit of damage to the belts, but no lot, not as much as the hammers, and you can't really go in all the boxes. Okay, we are back on Fortnite.gg. If we go in guides, we have weapon. All weapon, there you see everything which is on the game right now. In terms of AR, you still have the red eye assault rifle in all the rarity. You have the DPS written there, damage per shot, straight to the mage, fire rate, magazine size, and reload time. The exotic is not in comp, so we don't really mind. Overclock pulse rifle, that's tank. You can get it only thanks to the flag on the island, but I'm gonna show you a bit later what's going on and what is it. But it's literally one of the best weapon ever existing on the game. Then you have the new AR, the Avoc Suppressed. Then you have the new assault rifle, the Avoc Suppressed assault rifle. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. You have the damage is there, and I'll let you put pause if you want to see more things about it. Then you have all the shotguns, and there's quite a lot. Exotics are not income, so we don't care, but the combat shotgun is back with 91, almost 92 DPS, and you see the legendary one that was 100 per shot. I guess this one cannot go above 80 in max damage, but I'm not really sure. Then we still have the Maven, which I think got buffed a bit, or it looks like. Then the Easter Breacher shotgun, the Easter Accelerant shotgun, we don't give a shit. And there's the new pump, the Avoc pump shotgun, which is the equivalent a bit of the Spaz. But the only problem is the legendary one does not one shot, it does 190 max damage, and the mythic one does 250 max. You can get the mythic only by the vaults, and there are 3 vaults on the map, one on Shattered Slab, one on Mega City, and one on Brawl Bastion. Then about the SMGs, the Twin Mag is still there, and that's basically all. The pistol didn't change. The DMR, we still have the Cobra DMR, Uncommon Rare Epic Legendary, which I think didn't change. The Legendary, no, the Mythical, sorry, Avoc Super Rifle, you have it in Mythic, but you need to kill the boss, in Shattered or Bastion or Mega City to open the vault, and it's gonna give you a magnetic card plus the mythical Avoc Surprised Assault Rifle. So in Mythic, and that's the only possibility to get it. No, we are on Twitter to talk about the news on competition around Fortnite. So Fortnite Season 2 camp updates by Somebody's Gun. Somebody's Gun is a content creator working with Fortnite Competitive. So that's only 100% true information. So normal Divisional Cup, no more containers, LA and Challenger Cups. FNCS open to all containers arena players. Everything is resetted, so on the first day of the season. So when you see this video, the hype is already resetted. Solo duo entry only in terms of arena. Then around the Cage Cups, Battle Royale Cage Cup has returning this season in duo for 2 rounds a weekly Battle Royale competition on Fridays and Saturdays. So that's the real Cage Cups. And then we're gonna get the FNCS Major 2, so the equivalent of the Grand Finals and basically the FNCS starting on April the 13th. It is really, really early actually. And we have monthly College Cup for the NA players, and you can't compete anymore, like the last season, in 2 different regions for the same event. Storm Surge values changed because now we don't have 9 zones anymore, but we have 12, so the Storm Surge changed. First zone 100, then 90, 90, 90, 80, 64, 54, 44, 9 zone 40, and zone 10 no surge. With the new storm behavior, storm surge values have changed. Please say down below for new values, solos, and dual playlist. No storm surge in zone 0 to 1, buzz for zone 2 and 3. 90 players, then 78, 64, 54, 44, 40, and 30 players alive for the zone 9 to 12.
Fortnite has changed the way the storm works in Chapter 4 Season 2. There are now 12 zones instead of 9, and there's some crazy things going on, so here's an explanation. The first zone is huge and basically covers the whole map. Zones 2 to 5 all get smaller within each other, so the 5th zone is between the sizes of the old 2nd and 3rd zones. After Zone 5 it continues shrinking as normal in pubs, but in competitive things get weird, with 6th to 8th zones being partial zones, where they're mostly inside the previous one, but not completely. The 8th zone is the same size as the old 50-50 zone, which means we're now ready for moving zones. As before, there are 3 moving zones and then a final zone that goes to nothing. The zones last for a bit less time than before, but the distances are much less, so the zones are moving at a slower speed. If you want the full details of timing, sizes and distances, you can find it on my Twitter, so follow me there.
There's a summary about everything there is on the update on a later document. So about the tournaments, no divisional cup, FNCS open to everyone, 2k earner points, so containers, LA containers challenger, or only for duo cash cups, solo in trio, Nobel's victory cash cups, and there are console cups. About the guns, kinetic blade, so the Canada allows to dash, that's quite a hammer now. Avoc suppressed rifle, Avoc pump, overclocked pulse rifle, and everything. Vehicle not included now, but maybe had it. I hope not, but That's Fortnite. Slip Juice heals both HPs and shield rarity legendary, and it's only you can only get it in the vaults, and it heals you up to 200 overall. So basically, if you're 1 HP and you pop one, it fully heals you at the maximum. Augments, I didn't talk about it, that's why I wanted to add this text. Dumpster diving. Loot will spawn nearby when you leave a hiding place, can occur once per hiding place. So basically when you go in a charge and you get out, you're gonna spawn few loot, but that's not really interesting. Treasure hunter, nearby chests are marked for the first time you enter a POI. Basically that's gonna be great for the pub, and if that's the first time that you discover the POI, otherwise I'm not really sure that's interesting, as we already got Fortnite.gg. Slap surplus, find a slap juice in every chest you open. If the chest already had a slop juice, it will have an extra more. Okay, that's that's still not that bad, but that's not a good one either. Munition slide, gain medium ammo while sliding. This is probably the best augment to ever have been implemented at the beginning of the season with forecasts and Tencha Hero. This is top 3. Even more during the final lobbies, like grand finals, that's gonna be really crazy. It gives you, I think, 2 or 4 MOs per second of slide. So that's crazy. Medium ammo AMP, your weapon using medium ammo will have an increased magazine size. So I think if your magazine size is 30 bullets, it's gonna be increased to 39. Shotgun recycle. Weapon using shotgun ammo have a chance not to consume ammo. Okay. Not so bad, but not really cool. Decent. Dignified finish. Ammunition refreshed a cooldown for the kinetic blade stash attack. So basically, during the late game, if you kill someone and you needed to wait 10 seconds before having another dash to rotate, then you don't need to wait for these 10 seconds again and you can instant dash. If you're playing Overwatch, basically you're becoming Genji. And the whole which are still in the game, Light Fingers, Charlie Hankler, Sniper Surplus but only on pubs, Bloodhound, Aerialist, Shadow Striker, Chuck Gunner, Mopaku, and Keymaster. There's no danger hero anymore, and there is no forecast anymore. Rare for 9W. If that video helped you, don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, I wish you a good day and see you Wednesday on the next video.